So now the critical question, VVS, so much talk, Ishant or Siraj. Will you sort of put your money on one, or will you say both are equally good? India has this luxury of many good fast bowlers now. Your thoughts?
Yeah, there's no doubt that India is blessed with quality players, and we've been talking over the last 2 years the way Indian cricket has progressed, the way the bench strength has become very, very strong, and there's a lot of factors which is responsible for this situation the Indian team is in. But I feel that Siraj has been excellent in Australia series, also against England. But the way Ishant Sharma over the years has contributed to Indian cricket and Indian cricket team is just unbelievable. So what do we want in this all-important finals is a lot of experience. And the way Ishant Sharma has given that solidity to the Indian voting lineup. So I would definitely go with Ishant Sharma, Mohammad Shami and Bumrah. These three will be my fast bowling lineup. And there's a lot of experience, a lot of class and quality in this fast bowling lineup.
Give me a sense, having played so much of cricket in England, give me a sense of the Duke ball. Make me understand what is different with the Duke ball, because everyone I speak to tells me, with the Duke ball, the swing in England, different from SG, different from Kookaburra. Give me an understanding, VVS, the importance of the Duke ball.
I think it plays a very big part in Test match cricket in England, because ball, especially for the fast bowlers, if it is hard and if it lasts for a long period of time, that hardness, the shine, if it is there for long periods of time, and with the environment there, with the conditions there, with a lot of breeze there, the overcast conditions may come into play. There's a lot of help for the fast bowlers, and that's why I think the fast bowlers are almost invincible in English conditions. And on top of that, the pitch also assists them, because there will be grass cover, there will be not only movement in the air, but also there will be a lot of lateral movement off the wicket. And the reason for that is the Duke's ball, because it's hard, and the seam is protruded and it lasts long. So I think it's not only something which will be beneficial for the fast bowlers, because if you ask any spinner, if he bowls with a hard ball, if he bowls with a ball which has got shine, he can also use the conditions effectively. And that's what probably the Indian spinners, Jadeja and Ashwin, will look to do.
Now, coming to the batting department, let's start at the top. I mean, it is so very difficult to bat against quality bowlers and swing in England. Shubman Gill is still a relatively young man making his sort of ground at in the international level. Your thoughts on Rohit and Shubman and the approach that they should adopt? They played well. I mean, Rohit obviously is a class act, been around for years. But Shubman showed what he's capable of in Australia. But it will be difficult. And what should be the approach?
See, there's no doubt that it's going to be challenging conditions for the openers, and on top of that, in front of them, they will be having three world-class bowlers, which they have to face. So I just feel that the basics for any opener is to see off the new ball. The initial 10, 15, 20 overs is going to be challenging. And I can just go back from the experience I had playing with some of the greats of the game. The best I've seen in my generation who performed in English conditions was Rahul, Sachin and Saurav. And what I've learned from them, watching them, is there are two important factors to score consistent in England. Number one is your footwork. Number two is knowing where your off stump is. Now, if you have a good forward stride, a good long stride, and you're always looking to play the full ball, you automatically wait for the ball to come close to you. Whereas if you play with a less footwork, then automatically you will reach out towards the ball, which is never, it is never good in English conditions, because you're always exposing your outside edge, and there will be also a bat and pad gap which is created. So I believe having a good long stride and looking for a full ball is very critical. Second important aspect of performing in English conditions is to know where your off stump is, because you don't want to poke at the ball which are missing the off stump. So if you have your good still head position and you know where your off stump is, then you can look to leave the ball consistently and force the bowlers to bowl to your strength. And majority of the Indian batsmen are very strong, whichever on the line which comes into their body. They're very strong, risky players. So I just feel that these are the two important things which Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma should keep in mind. Not only these two opening batsmen, but also the entire batting lineup, because unlike some other conditions in England, always there is a chance for the bowlers to put pressure on you. Even though you feel that you got to a 30 or 40, you have a start, but still the ball is going to do something. The wicket will assist the bowlers. So it's always important to have the discipline, just like the way Virat Kohli showed in the 2018 series. He knew where his off-stump was, and he always took a long stride, and that's why he was playing the ball underneath his high, and with not a hard hand, but also always with soft hands. And that's something which is important to perform in English conditions.